This last rivalry?
You got that one. Roll it. Yeah, roll it.
He doesn't have Monahan with him. Doesn't have Monahan, but that's okay, you know.
Hey, how are you doing? Everybody kind of right.
And I want
That would be good. Yeah.
Well, Roger was trying.
Yeah, go to water up there in June and May. That's
Did I say it was a little rain?
how good are you? How good are you? You know?
Look at that, just for me.
Short prayers. You guys better talk fast. Storm of ruin.
Fantastic weather.
Can you hear me now?
No.
It's always one in the crowd. Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming here. It's our pleasure to be here to welcome former Governor Jodi Rell, as well as our great friend, State Senator Andrew Roraback, who, by the way, will be the next congressman from the 5th District. Real quick, I just want to introduce the elected officials, and I'm going to ask Governor Rell to come up, and I know she's got some remarks. But in no particular order, we love everybody here, but we have with us May Schmidl, our former state representative, Rich Smith, state representative, State Senator Mike McLaughlin, City Councilwoman Mary Teicholz, State Representative Jan Geigler, State Representative Deborah Lee Hovey, State Representative David Scribner, and so we welcome them and we're honored them to be here. Look, I just want to be clear that Danbury is proud and honored to support Andrew Roraback for Congress. We know that he's going to be a strong and tireless advocate for this city. I'm so excited about his candidacy, and we've been talking over the last couple of weeks, and we're just excited to see all the great things he's going to do for Danbury and the entire 5th District. So I just want to throw in my 2 cents, and Andrew, I wish you the best of luck. We're behind you 100%. I'm behind you 100%, and we're going to win this city for you come November. With that, I'm going to call up the best governor in the state of Connecticut's ever had, my good friend, M. Jodi Rell. Governor.
Thank you, Mayor. I was going to make a quip on that, but I figured I'll just wait. We'll do it later. So I don't think it comes as any surprise to all of you that are assembled here, and it's nice to see some old familiar faces, not old faces, friends that I haven't seen in a long, long time, and I thank you very much for coming out today. But it shouldn't surprise any of you. The reason, of course, that we've called this little gathering today is that I am here to offer my endorsement and my support of Andrew Roraback, who will be the next congressman from this district. Thank you. You know, I had the great pleasure of serving with Andrew. I think more than anything else, I remember days as a lieutenant governor, and me being lieutenant governor and being able to preside over the Senate. And you know, people often said to me that I had this knack for trying to keep order and control in the Senate. Well, I'll tell you right now, I didn't have to work too hard to keep Andrew under control. But it is, you know, it is something that when you talk about somebody that you had the pleasure of working with and serving with, it's more than that. I am truly honored to tell you that I call him my friend. I have a great deal of admiration and respect for him, not only as an individual, but certainly as a legislator, and all of the things that he has done and worked on and has accomplished. You know, this is the silly season. For those of us that have been involved in politics in one way or another, we always kind of welcome right after Labor Day, sometimes a lot before Labor Day, what we refer to as the silly season. We all know that some people will say and do anything either to get elected or to support their candidate or to support themselves or whatever it happens to be. But I have to tell you, when Andrew's opposition, and I don't mean just the candidate, I mean the opposition, and you can put a big label on all of that, started to try to paint him as some sort of right-wing nut, for lack of a better term, someone who was out of touch, anti-woman legislator, I had to laugh. I really did. Everyone who knows Andrew knows that simply is not true. Andrew's a moderate. Now, sometimes people say, well, really, what is a moderate? He's a fiscal conservative, which I am, and which I appreciate in him. And I believe that he is probably one of the most thoughtful, reasonable individuals I know on all issues. Let me just share a little bit with you on women's issues. Like me, Andrew is a believer in a woman's right of choice. He has always been an advocate, and he's always stood for victims of domestic violence. It's an issue that's near and dear to my heart, and anyone that knows me and the work and the support that I have for the Women's Center here in Danbury knows how true that really is. Some may remember that Andrew authored legislation for strengthening the protection of victims of domestic violence. His bill actually created a new domestic violence crime of strangulation and allowing the police to issue weekend restraining orders. Now, some of you may look at me and say, big deal, that's plain old common sense. Yes, it is